One of those people trying to clean up and make sense of this mess is our own Ed Matthews. The poor guy, he has been up since 4 a.m. this morning trying to make sense of what's going on at home. And I know how you are, but the people at home, the people back at the station who didn't get to see you today, how are you and your family holding up?
We're holding up very well. We're very tired, but we are running on adrenaline and determination. Determination to get my mom's neighborhood back in order.
And let me tell you about the determination. There was no power here for most of the day, and you see that the house is boarded up, and so that means that they had to have a flashlight or whatever they could because you needed to get things out of the house. Like what kinds of things?
Well, basically we're going to start moving things out because the interior structure of the house, even though thankfully the house is standing, we're going to have to repair the roof. So we're essentially going to have to move my mom completely out, store all her belongings in a couple of pod buildings, and so we're boxing up things now.
And that sounds easy, but it wasn't.
Sounds easy. It not easy. Just trying to find boxes and tape and things like that was hard.
It was a quest all day long. I watched he and his family trying to get all this stuff just so they could make some semblance of regularness around that. And Ed and I, we got to kind of walk his neighborhood a little bit, and it got a little emotional, and so we didn't want to do that on live television, but we do want to show you how Ed is looking at his neighborhood now. Even in the middle of all of this, Ed takes time to chat.
This whole area is home.
And because this is home, it is hard for him to take all of this in.
I think about it sometime. I think that's the reason I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. I was just saying, it's like, I grew up in this neighborhood. I used to skateboard down this street. Even on a busy day, there's not a lot of traffic. And ride my bike. It's kind of an older neighborhood now, but back then, you know, young kids, and we played up and down this street.
But the street of his youth no longer exists.
It won't look the way I ever remember it. But I got the memories. Now that's important. I've got the memories.
The memories are bittersweet. His mom and sister are okay. His childhood home is somewhat standing, but he lost his cousin, who lived in a mobile home behind what used to be this house.
He was a good guy. I just think 35 years old, you know.
And so there certainly has been a lot of loss for Ed Matthews' family on the very personal side and then on the physical side. I mean, this is the back of their house, and we're going to take you inside their house a little bit later on. And Ed, again, one of these times where we had to break into programming to alert people to these storms. Why is it so important now that you see it? It is just so critical to get that information out to our viewers. And, you know, we hate to break programming, but we have to do it. How did my mom know that the storm was coming into Lee County? She was watching Channel 5, our sister station, WRAL, and that's how she got the information. Okay, and, I mean, she needed to know it. That's right. She is safe because she saw it. Absolutely. All right, we're going to check in with Ed in a little bit. He's going to do pack a few more boxes as we go along.